Hello humans! Today I wanted to talk about a new knife that I recently purchased from Rake Knives. So Rake Knives was originally a knife and tool manufacturer based out of Canada. They originally formed in the late 90s, and in 2016 they launched their own brand of knives. The packaging itself is cardboard. It's nice in box. It's got the model number and the price on the back. Producing knives since 1998. They launched their own independent knife brand. So originally they were manufacturers and go-betweens. Now they work as their own. They have their own brand that they release. They're based in Canada technically, which I think is pretty interesting as a Canadian. The model number on this particular knife is the P128SF. Alright, that is meaningless. Packaging overall is pretty clean. I like just having the brand name on the front. I think that looks really, really good. On the inside, we have this piece of promotional material. Let me unfold this and see what it says. Oh, it tries to sell me more knives. S series, M series, yeah, okay. So they're just trying to sell me a bunch more stuff, which I'm not inherently opposed to, if I'm gonna be honest. Cool. Yeah. Promotional material. It's like a knife catalog, but worse. Booklet. Another booklet. This one's in Chinese. Yep. P128 folding knife series. 3.66 inch blade length. Overall length of 8.54 inches. Has a blade thickness of 14.14 inches, 3.5 millimeters. Overall weight is 5.61 ounces, which is not surprising because the entire thing is a stainless steel knife. Warranty information. Okay, yeah, nothing too interesting there. It's got this little cardboard tray in it, which holds everything. It's not too bad. I don't know. I would have liked just straight box. It's got a dog poo bag. We love those. It's like the worst plastic I've ever felt. And it has a tag on it for reasons unknown, attached through the pocket clip. Okay, that's nice. 1 second. It's a little stiff. I hope it'll break in nicely. Alright, let me just take care of this real quick. Okay. Yeah, okay, it flies out really, really well. It's got this rake. It's like this weird double lock, so you can't close the frame lock anymore. Nice harpoon-shaped blade with that straight clip sort of a deal to it. I actually really like this blade shape. It's quite thick, but it still seems to have relatively slicey geometry, full flat grind, little tiny bit of postering on there. Stanvik 14C28N steel. It's got the model number, nicely etched. Reek on the other side. I really don't know why it's spelled like that and not pronounced Ryuk, but it isn't. It's got this nice little ramped slide button for the locking mechanism. There's this G10 liner that goes pretty much the whole way down the back. Backspacer. Not liner, sorry, backspacer. I think it looks pretty slick overall. Nice stainless steel pocket clip. Feels a little stiff, but not too bad. The whole thing's got a really satisfying weight to it. Here's a Buck 110 to compare it to. It's got a much bigger blade than the Buck 110. Well, maybe not much bigger. It's got a bigger blade than the Buck 110 for sure. Oh, I always forget this Buck 110's got a short blade because that's how I got it. So I'd say blade's roughly the same as a Buck 110. Ergonomics are pretty good. I would have liked a little bit of jimping or something up here for my thumb, but it's not too bad. The pocket clip itself fits nicely, So a little tiny bit of a hot spot if I like have a weird grip on it. It's a satisfying weight to hold. It feels back heavy. I think it's just because of how long the liner is. A lot of the weight in the hand seems to be up here. So if I'm holding it in a Gorilla grip, it's quite comfortable. Whereas if I'm like doing fine, delicate work, it feels twitchy. But it's really comfortable. I don't know what I think about this secondary lock. It's not like it stops the lock bar from moving entirely. It just stops the lock bar from getting out of the place of the blade. Fairly minimal hardware. I think that it's nice having the show side not have any screws on it. It's got this really tiny lanyard hole, which I would consider to be almost useless. Like, so thin. I don't even have anything on hand that I could show how thin it is, but this is a really, really tiny hole. I don't know if I would consider that to be useful. It's a very nice, very, very nice feeling blade overall. On the close, not quite drop shut, but I think it'll break in. It's got a really well-tuned detent though. Like flicking this thing out feels so very good. Yeah, and you can see where the detent rests right there as I close it. Just a little bit. Goes right back where it wants to be. Pretty simple for one-handed operations. Yeah. Overall, I really like this knife. I do like some of the design elements, like having slanted sides right here and here, just to fit in the hand a little bit better and look a little bit better. I really do like having no obvious screw heads on the show side, and I do like the fact that both the show and lock face or lock side are the same color, texture, look. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I know a lot of the time when you've got like a micarta front scale, the other side will be exposed titanium or exposed steel, and I'm not a huge fan of that personally. The pocket clip is a little bit stiff, but does seem to be fairly good for retention. I will have to test that out. Overall, especially for 70 bucks with 14C28N and this type of action, I am really, really happy with this knife. I've never experienced a rake knife before, so I am going to have to get back to you guys on what I think about the brand and what I think about the knife in the long term, but my initial impression of this thing is really, really good. I'm going to cut through this just to see. Oh, that is quite a nice factory edge. Very pleasant. Just whoomp. That's fun. Yeah, overall, I really, really do like this knife. Stay safe and have fun with her, guys. Peace.